All right, hi everyone, and welcome to workout number 1 of this series. Just remember that if this is your first time doing these workouts, please refer to my kettlebell swing and other kettlebell technique videos before you start this. So if you have no experience swinging a kettlebell, please watch those videos. It's for your safety. I will always be describing technique and information throughout the workout. However, it will benefit you to practice before getting into this. Now is not the time to learn new technique with the kettlebell if you've never touched one. If you have experience, I'm going to add to the knowledge that you have with further tips. All right, so today's workout is called Supersets. I'm just going to have this as a reference, but to let you know what's about to happen. You're going to take 2 exercises and we're going to alternate them until you've done 3 sets of each. We're going to do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and I'm going to explain the exercises on the break. So our first 2 exercises, we have bodyweight jump squats and a wall squat hold. We're going to do them until we've done 3 sets of each. Bodyweight jump squats are first, so you're either doing these, or if you need a modification, you're going to squat into a calf raise. So we're going to get started. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and go. So squat, jump, and you keep on going like that if you can. Otherwise, a reminder of the modification, you're coming into a calf raise. I'll show you from the side what both of those look like. If you're able to jump, you are. Otherwise, squat into a calf raise. That's it. You're past halfway on this first set. Now this may be the first time that you're moving today, so you can take it a little bit easier, of course, as you're warming your body up. If you're able to jump, go for it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, you're supersetting that with a wall squat. So every exercise today, every pair is going to be cardio first, cardiovascular movement, followed by a strength movement. So the pairing is really going to add up. 3, 2, 1. Come on down, so you're against the wall. Your knees, hips, and ankles are all lined up. You're going to roll your shoulder blades back, palms facing forward, so this way you can work on your posture at the same time. Now, my heart rate's definitely up already. Going from doing nothing to jumping will do that. So you can use all of your strength movements as a chance to catch your breath. Make sure in this position, you're squeezing your butt. You've got 10 more seconds. Hold on. Squeeze your glutes while you're sitting here. Make sure your heels are on the ground. They're not lifting off. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, you can use your arms to push yourself away from the wall. Shake out your legs. And we're going to repeat those 2 until we've done 3 sets of each. And then we're done with those movements and we'll move on to the next. So jump squats again. 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. And remember, if you're not able to do those, you're going to squat, calf raise. Making sure that at the top, your hips come all the way forward. Another really important thing to think about, keep on jumping if you can, is to make sure anytime you do a squat, when you're in the bottom, your whole foot is grounded. Be careful not to fall forward and have your heels lifted off the ground. 10 more seconds, 10 seconds. Keep on pushing, whatever that is for you. Squat, calf raise, or squat, jump. 3, 2, break. Awesome. All right, we're working our way back to the wall. We've got 15 seconds, so shake out your legs a bit. Work your way over. Okay, leaning your back against the wall. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. So let's talk a little bit more about technique. When trying to figure out what depth you should be in a wall squat, think about if I were to put a pen or pencil across your leg, will it sit there? So if I was up high like this and I set a pen, it would roll down my leg and off. Now if I was too deep, the opposite, the pen would roll down into my hip. You've got about 10 seconds. Hold on, let it burn. Squeeze your glutes, keep your heels down, palms forward, balancing that pencil on your thighs. 3, 2, awesome. Lean forward, push yourself off the wall. Just one more set of each. So we're moving to your last set of jump squats now. I always say last set, best set. So if you can put a little bit more into this one, this is the time. We're not going to do this movement again today. 3, 2, go. You can also use your arms and knees to help create momentum. Once again, I'll show you from the side. Keep on jumping. Make sure that you're breathing where you can. It's tempting to hold your breath, but really try your best not to. You're past halfway on this last set. If you're doing the squat into a calf raise, remember that this is your cardio movement. So you want to do it as quickly as you can safely. Eyes are up, not down at the ground. 3, 2, awesome. All right, we are moving to our last wall squat. And for future reference or knowledge, always remember in a squat to look forward, never down. All right, 5 seconds to the wall squat. I meant to say that earlier. 3, 2, 1, come on, down. Okay, head is against the wall. That's also, we want to keep your spine neutral. You don't want to be looking down like this. Looking forward, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Squeezing your glutes. Without a doubt, your quads, these muscles are burning. Let's get the glutes to help out a bit. Do not put your weight into your toes. Put them into your heels. Keep your feet entirely flat, but stay grounded, pushing through your heels. I just want to let you know you've got about 7 seconds, and I'm going to show you your next movement. The break is going to stay 20 seconds. 3, 2, all right, so you have 20 seconds. We're going to switch to some upper body core movements, starting with mountain climbers. So you're going to come into plank position, and you're alternating, bringing one knee in, then the other. Ready? Come into plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, if you can go fast, you go fast. Otherwise, you're going to alternate at this pace, or a further modification. This is a tough move if you're not used to exercise. You're going to do a modified plank. Come up. 1, 2. Keep going fast if you can. And then you're going to lower. So keep going with the best level for you. So that's 3 different options you have. 10 seconds. If you're going fast, bring your knee to the opposite elbow to finish out the 10 seconds. Just add a little bit more of an oblique twist there. 3, 2, awesome. Okay, so the next movement, you're supersetting those with push-ups. If you're able to do push-ups on your toes, if you're an experienced person with push-ups, please go ahead and always start on your toes until you can't do anymore. Otherwise, follow me on your knees. 3, 2, 1, and go. So modified, your arms are straight, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Eyes looking down, bend your elbows, drop your chest to the floor, and come up. Now, if that felt impossible to come out of, just bend your elbows a little, and then come back up. A little bit, and then come back up. You've got 15 more seconds. If you want to challenge yourself a little more depth, see if you can do that. If these are easy for you, then speed up the pace. You've got 8 more seconds to go there. And 3, 2, awesome. Really quick also on push-ups, if you have any shoulder limitations, you can change the position of your hands in the direction of your elbows. Never have your elbows go out and up high at 90 degrees. That will put a lot of stress on your shoulders. Always bring your elbows more to a 45-degree angle from the bottom than 90. Mountain climbers, 3, 2, 1, come on up. All right, so you're going quickly as you can. Just a quick reminder, your modifications are to go slow, but to stay on your toes the whole time, or to do your modified plank. Come up, 1, 1, and down. So pick which one you're able to do, go for it. I just want to remind you of some other things. Make sure that your hands are never out in front of you in plank. That's why you slide, and it's also going to put strain on the front of your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, break. So what I mean by that is sometimes you'll see people in plank and they're like this. You want to make sure your hands are under your shoulders or your chest. You're strong that way and you're not going to slide, and it's safer. So 5 seconds to your next set of push-ups. 3, 2, 1. On your toes if you can, otherwise knees down. And you can practice those elbow positions I mentioned and hand placement. You could play around with the distance of your hands from each other, the width. You can bring them closer or further apart. You can bring your elbows. So I have some shoulder restrictions, so I prefer a tricep push-up with my elbows close to my body. But do what you can do. 15 seconds. If you can speed it up, speed it up. Set 2. Nice and strong. Getting as low as you can. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, awesome. All right. And don't feel bad if these push-ups are tremendously hard for you. Push-ups have always been a weakness of mine, but they are something that you'll see as the weeks go on, you'll get significantly stronger and more confident in. So just remember, this is the beginning. Last set of mountain climbers, 3, 2, go. So we're going straight and as fast as you can. You have the 2 modification options. Now those who are with me here, let's go knee to opposite elbow. 10 seconds, under and across. We're gonna do 2 sets of straight and oblique. All right, second set of straight, go. So 10 seconds, straight again. Here we go, last set of mountain climbers. You're gonna go under and across in 3, 2, you're going fast, bring your knee to the opposite elbow to finish out with 10 seconds. Just add a little bit more of an oblique twist there. 3, 2, awesome. Okay, so the next movement, you're supersetting those with push-ups. If you're able to do push-ups on your toes, if you're an experienced person with push-ups, please go ahead and always start on your toes until you can't do anymore. Otherwise, follow me on your knees. 3, 2, 1, and go. So modified, your arms are straight, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Eyes looking down, bend your elbows, drop your chest to the floor, and come up. Now if that felt impossible to come out of, just bend your elbows a little, and then come back up. A little bit, and then come back up. You've got 15 more seconds. If you want to challenge yourself a little more depth, see if you can do that. If these are easy for you, then speed up the pace. You've got 8 more seconds to go there, and 3, 2, awesome. Come on up. We're gonna go to some legs, which I'm sure you're happy to hear about after that here. So I try my best to alternate these big sections of legs, wear them, work them a little bit, and then switch to upper body. We're gonna go to high knees in about 5 seconds. So if you're not up, make sure you come up. 3, 2, 1, go. So your fast high knees here, or this is your alternative. Bring one knee up, and then the other. Engage your core while you do this as well. They're working. Keep your head upright. Try not to look down at the floor. And fast pace. If you can, you're moving your arms at your sides on these ones. Here we go. And 10-second sprint, fast as you can go. Up, up, up. You got it, 5 more seconds. That's it. 3, 2, break. We're gonna superset high knees with reverse lunges. Now, if you don't wanna use weight, body weight can be plenty for this. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a different weight. We're gonna hold it at chest level. 5 seconds, feet are together. 3, 2, 1. Step back, down to the ground, back up. So you're trying to keep both knees at 90 degrees. It can be difficult if you don't have a mirror, which I don't right now, but that is the position you want to be getting into. Where in here, you have a 90-degree angle, the front knee and the back knee, and you're making sure that in the back position, your knee is over your ankle. You're not like this. One more. We want to keep your knees safe. And break. So you'll notice I'm going quite slow while describing movements. Remember, this is your workout. If you don't need to hear what I'm saying about technique or anything, do not follow my pace. You go. When I say this is the exercise we're doing, you go as hard as you can on that movement. 3, 2, high knees. So that's it. We're here once again, or here. Both movements, we're staying upright, core is engaged. We're not getting lazy. We're not looking down. If you want to advance the movement, you can add in tuck jumps. So you bring your knees up towards your hands. And you can add little bounces in the way that I just did. All right. And 10 seconds sprint. Hard as you can go for 10 seconds. That's it. Pump in the arms as well. You got it. Almost there. 3, 2, break. Awesome. So you've got 20 seconds. Take in a couple breaths. We're going to move right into another set of reverse lunges. If you happen to have 2 bells at home, you can hold 1 bell in each hand like this and do your lunges that way. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Back to lunges. Whoops. You don't want to rest on the floor the way that I just did. But sometimes it's helpful to try and touch your knee to the ground as an indicator of how much room you have. Now keep on moving. I want to talk about some other important points in the lunge. We want to think about the front leg being the working leg. So whatever leg is forward, use that to lift you up. Squeeze the glutes of the front leg, push into the front heel, and lift up. A few more seconds. 3, 2, break. So what a lot of people do in the lunge is they lean forward and push off this back leg. You want to think about it like a single leg squat. This back leg is just here to balance you. You want to squeeze the glutes in the front leg and push through the front heel to lift you up. High knees, last set. 3, 2, and go. That's it. Fast set, arms pumping at your sides. If it's easy, going to tuck jumps. If it's hard, we're moving here and here, here and here. Eyes are up. Breathing the best that you're able to at this point. You're halfway through the last set. If you can, work in some tuck jumps. Try those out. Either way, everybody's pushing. Go, 10 seconds. Here we go. 5 seconds, 100%. A little faster. 3, 2, done with another movement. All right. 1 more set of reverse lunges. I hope that got your heart rate up. It certainly got mine up. Once again, 1 bell, 2 bells, no bells. We're going right to lunges in 4, 3, 2, here we go. Focusing on what I talked about, trying to think about the front leg, activating the glutes of the front leg, and pushing into the heel. Push through the heel. Really squeeze the glutes coming up. Don't look down at the ground. Eyes forward. Spine is nice and straight. Breathing in as you step back. Breathing out as you step forward. A few more seconds here. That's it. 3, 2. Okay, now that we finished those lunges, our next 2 movements are they're fast burpees, just body weight, or walkouts. So if you can, you're going into here, 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 here. If not, you're gonna put your hands down, step into plank, step in, step up. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you can, hands down, jump into plank, jump in, jump up. If not, hands down, walk one leg up, walk the other leg out, walk in, stand up. Now keep going if you can do either of those. If they're not an option, I'm going to give you another modification. You're going to come down, hands on the mat, walk into plank position, push through your hands again, and stand up. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Keep those burpees going if you can. We're almost there. That's it. 3, 2, break. Awesome. All right, so we're supersetting those with kettlebell pull under planks. You're gonna put a bell outside your left hand, just about chest level or about more towards your torso. You're gonna pull it across, plank, pull it across. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The modification is either holding a static plank here or holding a modified plank here. So let me keep repeating that move for those who didn't catch it. That was quick. Plank. The opposite arm pulls the bell across to the outside of the opposite side of the body. And you're trying to keep your hips level as you do this. Now those who are modifying, a plank is a really tough movement. So don't worry if you're not strong there yet. Go from being on your knees for 5 seconds, come on your toes for 5 seconds. 3, 2, and break. So those who are modifying, you can go back and forth between the two of those options. You can go modified, on your toes, modified, regular plank for that movement. We're going back to burpees. If you can, you're coming out fast, you're going as fast as you can the whole time. 3, 2, go. Down, out, in, up. Now, keep going on those if you can. Just a reminder, on the alternative, you step out, you step in, you stand up, or you're doing the walkouts. You're at the back of your mat, you're walking your way into a plank, and you're walking your way back up to standing position, whichever movement you can do. 10 more seconds. Another important point, whether you're stepping or jumping in from your burpee, make sure your hips are down and your head is up before you do the upward part of the movement. And break. All right, awesome. We're going back to those pull under planks. I'll show you again as a reminder. The bell, if it's outside your left hand, that means you're pulling across with the right hand. And try not to let your hips rock when you do that pull under. 3, 2, 1, plank, under, and across. Nice and strong in your core. Try not to let your hips rotate. Breathing. Now keep on going. Another point, a lot of people have difficulty with their wrists. So if your wrists bother you and you're working on plank strength right now, feel free to come down to your forearms, keep your elbows under your chest and shoulders, and work on plank in this position. Remember, if you need breaks, set your knees down just for as long as you need, and come back up. 3, 2, 1, awesome. All right, that's 2 sets of each of those. We are now moving back to, burpees. Last set of burpees, I know everyone is always happy to hear that. So you have your 3 options. I'm gonna add an advanced option for those who are ready. 3, 2, 1, go. If you can, add a rock star jump at the top. So jump in, heels to butt. Heels to butt. That's it. Reminder how to do the modification. If you're modifying, try to alternate the foot you step in with every set. So if you step up with your left foot one time, step in with the right foot the next time. 10 more seconds. Keep those burpees coming. If you can, all of these movements are going from ground to standing position. 3, 2, awesome. Another pair down. No, wait, I forgot. We have one more set of planks. So you're either working on a front plank or you are doing pull under planks. So let's get set up for those. 4, 3, 2, 1, plank position. And here we go, pulling across and under. Nice and strong. Once again, try not to let your hands get out too far in front of you. And pushing strong through the palms. Also, anytime you plank, make sure you're not weak and relaxed between the shoulder blades. Push up through the palms and stay lifted. Remember, if you're starting to struggle, set your knees down. You're going to modified plank, but you're not dropping like this, okay? You can always hold a modified plank. When that becomes okay again, you're recovered, hop up. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, awesome. All right, now that pair is finished, moving on to frog jumps and weighted plie squats. Now, if you have any knee issues, I recommend this is where you do kettlebell swings. If you're able to do frog jumps, we're gonna do those. Follow me. 3, 2, come on down. Sit right on your heels, touch the floor, eyes forward, jump, land back into that position. You're squeezing your glutes from this position to power up, coming back down. Your arms go up towards the ground, then at the side of your body as you come through. Great glute activation to come up. You can also practice these without the jump. So if you're not comfortable jumping, it requires a lot of stability, you can practice doing it without the jump. I actually find them harder without the jump because I really feel my ankles having to work. Pause to hold this position. Okay, so the alternative was kettlebell swings. That's why I asked you to watch the instructional video on how to do those. I hope you knew how to do them and were able to do that during that time. Next movement, weighted plie squat. 3, 2, feet are nice and wide, toes apart, toes and knees pointing out, coming down and up. So you're coming, your thighs are about parallel to the ground and up. Breathing in and out. In and out. So keep on going. I'm going to set this down and talk about some things. In the bottom position, you want your ankles underneath your toes. You do not want your knees passing your toes. You're working your adductors, your inner thighs, as well. From here, you want to think, squeeze your butt, push through your heels, come up. So you're also working your glutes and break. Okay, those are the next 2 movements. I really hope that your heart rate's up. You can definitely tell that mine is. Frog jumps gets it going every time. So I'm going to remind you how to do the frog jumps, and I'll do some kettlebell swings this time. So your heels never touch the ground. 3, 2, go. Your back is straight. You sit on your heels. You sit on the back of your lower legs. Whoa! But you never put your heels down in those. Kettlebell swings. Those who are doing it, feet are wider than hip width apart. Squat, push your bell back. Breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Squeezing your glutes and using your hips to bring the bell to chest level. So this is a lot better if you have any knee issues. As you can see, it's not nearly as deep as a frog squat. 3, 2, break. So that's why that's your alternative. Okay, so we're going back to the weighted plie squats. If you don't have weight, of course, you can use body weight. If your bell's not heavy enough, maybe you have 2 bells, you can grab a second one. 3, 2, 1, and go. Because this is a movement people tend to be quite strong at. So to make it more challenging, you can add more weight, or you could challenge yourself to stay in the bottom. You could choose to count 3 to 5 seconds each rep and do holds. You decide what's best for you. But the whole goal is it should be difficult to get to 40 seconds. If you always find, you're getting to the 40 seconds and that felt like nothing, then you want to step it up the next time you get back to that movement. If I kept going like this, this wouldn't add up, for example, and break. Then you don't want to waste your time. It doesn't matter what level you're at, as long as you're challenging yourself in the position you're in right now. And that will, of course, change over time. All right, frog jumps, 5 seconds, or kettlebell swings. I'll do a bit of both. 3, 2, come on down, sit, jump, and land. It's good to have your hands to kind of stabilize you in the bottom. Keep your eyes forward though. Don't look at the ground. Keep your butt, your glutes squeezing from the bottom position. If you're doing the kettlebell swings, keep on going. Breathing in and out. Finishing in the top position, keep going with your hands slightly in front of the shoulders. Never let your shoulders be in front of your hips in the top position, because that will put all the weight into your low back, which you don't want. 3, 2, break. Okay, so we're going back to the weighted plie squats. If you don't have weight, of course, you can use body weight. If your bell's not heavy enough, maybe you have 2 bells, you can grab a second one. 3, 2, 1, and go. Because this is a movement people tend to be quite strong at. So to make it more challenging, you can add more weight, or you could challenge yourself to stay in the bottom. You could choose to count 3 to 5 seconds each rep and do holds. You decide what's best for you. But the whole goal is it should be difficult to get to 40 seconds. If you always find, you're getting to the 40 seconds and that felt like nothing, then you want to step it up the next time you get back to that movement. If I kept going like this, this wouldn't add up, for example. And break. Okay, so the next 2 movements we have are upper body movements again. Upper body core. Horizontal jumping jacks are first. So you're going to be on your hands in plank. You're going to jump your feet apart together. That's option 1. If jumping's too much, you're going to step your legs. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're staying in a nice straight line, looking down at the mat just in front of your hands. Never look at your feet. If it's too much to jump, step 1 and then the other. Now, just like mountain climbers, that may definitely be too much. So go modified plank, come up, step, step, modified plank. Stay here as long as you need, and then come back up, and step, step. 10 more seconds, everybody. Keep it going, and you're doing whichever of those options you can do. 3, 2, break. All right, we're going to go to overhead tricep extensions. If you're comfortable, you can stay in this position. Otherwise, you're standing up. You're holding your kettlebell, or I know some people are using dumbbells. You're going to grab your dumbbell with both hands. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Press it above your head. Keep your elbows close to your head. Lower the bell till it's behind your neck or upper back. You're keeping your elbows and arms as close to your head as you can. You're not letting them get away from your head like this. And you're keeping a little soft bend in your knees. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe out as you straighten up. Your core is engaged to support you. 10 more seconds. If you need a break, you just drop it to here. Keep going. And you bring it back up. That's if you need a break. 1 more. 3, 2, awesome. So we're going back to horizontal jumping jacks. I'm going to pull out a chair for a different demo exercise, just in case you don't have a weight. All right, so we're going back to horizontal jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Plank, jump your feet or step. Once again, if your wrists are an issue, come on down to plank position on your forearms. Jump or step, or go between your modified plank as long as needed. Up, step, step, modified plank as long as needed to recover. And even that might still be really, really hard, and that's okay. Don't let that defeat you. This is a starting point. You stick to this, 10 more seconds, you will see significant improvement. That's it. 3, 2, 1, break. Awesome. All right, so giving you another option, if you don't have a kettlebell, you can do tricep dips. You'll just grab a chair and you'll bring it close to you. You'll drop your hips toward the ground and back up. So 3, 2, 1, just a reminder, hold your kettlebell this way, up, breathe in, breathe out. So here's your movement. If you're doing those triceps, those are the muscles in the back of your upper arm, these ones. Keep on going. I'm gonna show the dips for those who are choosing those. You're gonna keep, you don't want your butt to come out like this. Make sure it stays close to the chair as you lower and come up. Fully straightening your arms at the top of the movement. Eyes Staying forward, about 7 seconds. Breathe in on the drop, breathe out on the way up. I was doing the opposite. 3, 2, break. Most importantly, make sure you're breathing. Okay, so one more set of horizontal jumping jacks. We're gonna move into that in 10 seconds. Coming back down to your mat. All right, then there's only 2 pairs left. You're almost done this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Plank, and here you go. Last set, best set. Oh, keep on going. Hope I didn't scare you with that. If you want to try advance this, try to jump your arms the same time as you jump your feet. So you'll be here, out, and together. Out, and together. At whatever pace that you can manage. All right, you're past halfway on this last set. And 15 more seconds. Here we go. Keep that pace going strong. Staying lifted through your shoulder blades. You got this. Here we go. 5 more seconds. Stay up. 3, 2, awesome. All right, so your next 2 movements, I'm gonna grab one of these bells to show you. We're gonna do alternating swings. So you're gonna put your hand on the right corner of your kettlebell, push it back. When it's up, you're going to switch hands. 3, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Push it back. This is why, once again, I said make sure you know how to do these kettlebell movements. Watch the videos on technique, because when I teach these workouts, these pre-recorded videos, we go. So hopefully you know what you're doing. Otherwise, please go to a light kettlebell or practice a body weight mirror of this movement. So you're breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. 10 more seconds. That's it. Yes, because my technique videos have a million details that I can't say in 40 seconds. And break. Squat. Carefully set it down. Okay, awesome. We're supersetting that with a movement I don't do too often, but I love it. You're gonna do single arm, alternating rows. Just gonna keep bringing the bell outside your body like that. Grab a lighter bell if you're new to this. 3, 2, 1. Feet are, I'll show from this way. Your shoulder width apart. Squat down, lean forward, row, switch, row. And the opposite arm is staying straight out at the side of your body, strong, to support you and help you balance. Now keep going. This will be tough on your low back if it's not strong or if you're not in the right position. So feel free to practice body weight until you feel safe in this position, doing alternating single arm rows. You've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, awesome. We're gonna go to alternating swings, but just look here for a moment. You also want to make sure your legs are bent. Your torso is over your legs, so it's supported by them. If you're leaning like this, your torso is not supported by your legs. The weight's gonna go into your low back. All right, getting your kettlebell ready for alternating swings. 3, 2, right hand, right corner, push it back. Then the left hand goes to the left corner. So we're not doing any of that fancy floating in the air type of switch stuff. We want to be safe. It's not more effective to do any of those moves. You want to just, both hands are on the handle when you switch. All right, so some things to check in on. Make sure your bell's not low like that. You don't want it low, you want it high in your upper inner thighs. Once again, that's in the technique videos. 10 more seconds. Next thing, make sure you're squeezing your butt and scooping with your hips to move the bell upwards. 3, 2, awesome. Okay, squat, safely set your bell down. We're going to those alternating rows again. Feet are wider than hip width apart. Core is engaged. I'll show you from the side. That start position. 3, 2, bend the knees. Lean forward, sort of a bent leg deadlift position. Row, switch, row. Free arm is straight and strong. Breathing in as you lower, out as you come up. Activate your glutes. So keep squeezing your glutes while you're doing this movement. The entire time you want them activated. You want your core engaged, and you're looking at about a 45-degree angle in front of you. Do not look at your feet. You'll round your spine, and do not look up like this. you'll put your spine into extension. We want it neutral. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. Carefully setting your bells down. We have one more set of each. Okay, so what I was trying to show there is kettlebell swing, it's not a squat. It's a hip thrust. So keep your bell high, just a little knee bend, and then thrust. 3, 2, begin. Push it back. Yeah, so I'll show you from the side how it's not a squat. It's not this. That's when you're gonna hurt your low back. It is this. Just a little rock. It'll take a bit to get it when you're new to kettlebells, but once you get it, you'll find it so easy, and you'll be able to advance really, really quickly to in any type of kettlebell swing to a heavier weight. Now, I keep turning my head because I'm looking to the camera to see you, but please do not turn your head when you're doing the swing. That's it. 3, 2, break. And also in the technique video, just a reminder, whatever arm is not on the bell, it moves with the bell. So it's always there, ready to make that switch. All right, last set of rows, and then we're on to the last 2 movements of this workout. 3, 2, 1. Okay, core engaged, bend the legs, look forward, and row. Down, row. Free arm is nice and straight and strong. Eyes at 45 degrees in front of you. Keep going. I'm going to talk about some important points. If your low back's bothering you at any point, once again, go to lower weight or no weight until you feel okay in this position, and check these things. Make sure, once again, your upper body's on top of your lower body, not out in front of it. Next from that, make sure you've got 10 seconds. Make sure that you're not rounding at any point. Your back is straight. 3, 2, awesome. All right, we are on to the very last part of this workout. Our last 2 movements are side planks. So we're going to do a little bit more upper body strength, but in a lateral position, and we're going to work on some of your oblique strength. So come on down to your mats. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. You're here. You push yourself up, and you're holding this position. Now, things to check in. You want to make sure that your elbow is below your shoulder, and that your feet are either stacked or staggered, and you're on the complete side of those feet. So you're not kind of like up like this. Now, modification, you can come on down here. You're going to push into your elbow, come up, and you're going to hold this position here. You can also, of course, switch between the two, where you stay up as long as you can and lower when you need. 3, 2, break. Sorry, that was a really quick transition. I didn't explain it fully before we started. Hopefully you were able to get into it. Come on to the other side. Luckily, we've got 5 more sets. 3 more this side, 2 more that side. Ready? So you're here. Knees are bent, hips are down. Then you're gonna come out, straighten your legs. 3, 2, come on up, lift. Your top arm you could hold straight toward the ceiling. Now once again, if you can't hold this position the whole time, you can drop your hips and come back up as you're able to. Or you can be working on modified side plank, which is a tough movement. All side planks are tough. Sometimes you'll find it more tough for your shoulder stability. You may need to build the stabilizers up. It may not even have much to do with your core. We don't do too much shoulder stability work, especially in a position where your arm is lateral to the body. So it's okay. 3, 2, 1, break. It's all about progress. If you have difficulty getting into a position you feel good in your shoulder, follow me this set, and let's do these ones on your hands. So you have 10 seconds, but I'll show you. If you start in plank, which people are more comfortable in, you can roll into a side plank, and that might feel better. 3, 2, so come on up, and then roll over, and you can either leave your feet staggered, or you can stack them like this. Now, of course, if you want to do modified, this is not as comfortable. If you're doing a modified plank, let's keep that too on your forearm. So holding that position nice and strong, really important. Your shoulder is underneath, your elbow's under your shoulder, or if you're on your hands, your hand is under your shoulder as opposed to having it, I didn't show that well, having it out front like that. That's unsafe. Break. So we're gonna go to the other side, but I'll show you on my forearm. You want your shoulder above your elbow like this. Anything like that is extremely stressful and dangerous for your shoulder. So keep it underneath. Ready? Plank. 3, 2, 1. Roll open. You can choose to keep your feet staggered. You can stack your feet. Or of course, if you're modifying, you are on your forearm and you're here. Or just if you have wrist issues and it really bothers you to be up on your hand, you can do your side plank here. Once again, if you feel like modified is too easy, being up is too hard, you just keep alternating. 12 seconds, hold on. You just keep dropping and coming back up as you can. That's it, staying in it. You got 5 more seconds, don't drop early. 3, 2, break. Okay, this is it, the very end of the workout. 1 more set each side. So choose any of what we just did there. Last set on the first arm you started with. For me, it's my right side. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Now, if anyone finds this easy, you are going to go elbow to knee. So you can add that advancement as an option, or you can hold here. Also, check in. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're past halfway. Check in. Anytime you do a side plank, make sure that you're not sunk into your shoulder. So make sure you're not like relaxed into this. You want to, I don't even like demonstrating it. It does not feel good. Make sure you push up and you're lifted and strong in that shoulder socket. 3, 2, break. You want to make sure that that's stable and strong and you're lifted. It's sometimes easy, you just get tempted to be lazy and kind of hang out in that socket. Please make sure that you're not doing that. All right, so we have 5 seconds, your last 40 seconds of work today. 3, 2, 1, go. Unless you want to repeat this later. Come on up, nice and strong. Once again, you can lengthen your arm. Practice going elbow to knee. Definitely requires a lot more shoulder stability, but you'll notice obliques and hips suddenly have to work tremendously harder to maintain that position. All right, you've got 15 more seconds from there. Whatever it is you're able to do, keep it going. Don't quit early. 10 seconds. That discomfort you're feeling right now is what creates results. If it feels easy, your body's not going to change. It should be challenging. 3, 2, done. Awesome. All right. So that was your superset workout. I hope that you loved it. If you have time and you're able to do some stretching or rolling, if you have a foam roller at home, I definitely recommend that following these workouts. So I'm going to be presenting the workouts to you. As far as warm-ups and cool-downs, most of my students warm up throughout these workouts, as you may have experienced just now. If you have any injuries, however, as I've already talked about in the group, make sure that you're always doing some sort of anything specific to what your limitations are. If you need to spend extra time doing some range of motion movements with your shoulders or doing some work with your spine, whatever it is, make sure you do that. Take 5 minutes before these workouts, 5-10 minutes, and then take some time to do some rolling or stretching afterwards. If you don't know any stretching, you can watch one of my stretch videos and throw one of those on right now, and that will help you with your recovery for our next boot camp. All right, awesome job, and I'll see you next time.